Molly, that's what happened. That's why. Split screen, split screen, split screen. Where are we? There we go. That should work. No, no, we don't want that. Get rid of it, Michael. You know I hate. I got 4 of them. What is going on? Stop. That's gonna stop. Oh, there we go.
So, are you open to doing some weird stuff this morning? I know it's addiction, but
am I open to doing weird stuff? I'm weird. Period. So I was just Melanie just asked me like how I was, and I know some other people asked me Friday night where I went. And I didn't know if you heard the beginning. Good morning, Griselle.
I did. I heard that you had side effects from the vaccine.
So it was crazy. It was the craziest thing. I could not. When I say I couldn't stay awake, I literally could not stay awake past 7 p.m. Like I just passed out. Like my wife was talking to me Monday night.
Yeah.
We were sitting on the couch having a cup of coffee, and she said I nodded out like I was doing drugs again.
Yeah,
she goes, I just passed out, like literally chin to chest.
Have you ever had COVID?
Yes, I did. I had it in Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We managed to avoid it for literally the whole year.
Yeah.
We had some friends over whose wife was pregnant.
Yes.
So we know they've been taking care of themselves, and the husband somehow had gotten exposed literally a day before he came to the house, and the whole house got it. Everyone that was at my house that day got COVID. Oh, it was crazy.
It's crazy indeed. So I want to share something with you that's weird. So I started a broadcast up quickly, thinking it would be short. And then when it got to 6:30 in my broadcast, everything started echoing. Echoing over and over again. Wouldn't stop.
That's weird.
And then I went, I'm supposed to be here. So I came here.
Good man. Hello, who is that? Hello, Dimitri. Hello,
so she was in my broadcast. We were broadcasting together, and it started echoing, and we were supposed to be here. So something divine.
Well, then let's just do this right away.
Yeah. So we were doing this exercise where it was things to be happy. And what it says, happy people see problems as challenges. Do you believe that to be correct? And this is what we're doing. There's a whole list here, and we start chewing on it.
Happy people see problems to be, yes.
See problems as challenges.
Yes. 100%. When you are in a positive state of mind,
yes.
It is absolutely okay. Let's see, make sure I don't mess this up.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hello. The glory of you.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
All right, well, I got us down to at least a square. We all have a square.
We do. We have a square. We can.
So I believe that when you are in the right space and your head is in the right place,
yes,
problems are just challenges to be overcome.
So Miss Kendall,
yes,
everything started echoing at 6:30. This is when his broadcast was supposed to start, and I took that as a sign that I was supposed to be here.
Well, that's lovely.
Yeah, so I stopped my broadcast, came over here. We're continuing the exercise we did before, which is happy people, all right, treat everyone with kindness. Is that a true statement? I don't know about that one.
Happiness.
Happy people treat everyone with kindness. Was that it?
Yes, that's a statement. They're all statements, just like last time. Now, where did we get before? Oh, yeah, establish. Oh, this is one where it start going wacky. Ready? Happy people establish personal control. And then we had...
Thank you, Joe.
We had endless loop. Do what happened?
It just went mental.
No, I figured it out. Another channel came on, with our broadcast without me commanding it. Within my, it just turned on. And I took that as, no, you're supposed to be here. And I went, well, goodbye. And I waved to everyone, clicked it, came here, saw him. He started talking about COVID, and here we are together now on this glorious Monday morning. Hello,
It
everybody.
is a glorious Monday morning.
We merged. We went to another dimension. So what do you think about that one? Establish personal control. Happy people. I know we did this before for those who were in the endless loop tape one.
Happy people establish personal control?
Yes. That one really screwed me up.
Happy people establish. So happy people establish personal control.
I had no control when I was younger.
That means
I was impulse based. So to be able to have the maturity, right? That's how I'm taking, having the mature mind to be able to move forward and think before you do really nasty things or things that aren't good to you.
So where I was going with that was boundaries.
Okay. Personal?
All like so when you're happy and you're in a good place, I believe you've set up all the boundaries that you need to have up in the way of personal space and what you allow into your life and what you put out of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're just in a very good place in the way of which would be maturity, like you were saying, which would be just a really, I'm trying to think of the right words. I'm still not awake yet. I'm not going to lie. I thought about canceling, but I knew I couldn't.
We're here now. You can't.
Oh, we are here. So, all right.
The endless loop tape went on.
I got to snap.
It is beyond your control, sir. You have no control. It's just there.
Okay. I think a lot of happiness. Good morning, Lenny. A lot of things has to do with boundaries. When you're in a good place, you have the proper boundaries set up in life so that you don't push too far into other people's space and you don't allow other people to push too far into your space. I think that's what I was trying to say. Just
okay.
Give me a minute.
Sorry about that, Colin. We beamed Colin up before. Then it started endless looping. We started laughing. She went in and out. We went in and out, and then we left. And that was it.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab all the people that were being beamed, and we're gonna beam a multi-set.
Scotty, be careful. It can't take anymore.
You know, when I start touching all the controls, we never know what's going to happen.
That's
I survived, though. I went and watched the replay last week. We did okay. Colin, I just invited you up if you'd like to come up.
I think we're doing even better this week, even with all the what do you call that? I guess that was B Spirit. I can't explain what happened. I had another broadcast turn on. It was weird. It was so weird. And it was 6:30, and I think they were like, "Hello, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be somewhere else." And I was like, "Okay."
That's it.
And I took it as get your ass out of this room. I waved to everybody, didn't even say goodbye, and we started this. How about this? Exercise. Is exercise important to be happy? To be happy? Do happy people exercise? I would agree with that.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
So, Kendall, why do you say that?
Because I think it's good for your mental health and it's good for your physical body, your spiritual body. It's just, And I think I always associate exercise with being outside, like outdoors and stuff, which makes it better.
Okay, if it starts endless looping again, we're going to blame Colin. Hi, Colin.
Colin.
Hey, buddy.
Endless loop on. I don't know what happened.
That was so weird.
Really weird.
I'm
looking at my mixer and thinking, what's going on? What's going on? I'm not doing anything. What's happening?
And the more we said it shouldn't do it, it kept doing it and doing it. And then we just listened. But you know what happened?
Hello.
Yes, it did. It kept going, hello. It was almost like you're supposed to be with Steve.
What's Colin got up to? Feature.
Good morning, everybody.
We're going super screen with Colin's candle. I can't see what it is.
Yeah.
Creature
There it is.
I like your candle, Colin.
Oh,
Yes.
Blood in
Yes.
the
So,
candle
Colin, we're chewing on stuff here. So,
Okay. Yes.
the
Okay.
next one is accept what cannot be changed. Happy people accept what cannot be changed.
Oh, that's a hard one.
I think we have to. I mean, I say that life's a creature comforts campaign. You know, we spend most of our time putting things in place that we want, surrounding ourselves with great people, great things. The second part is, you know, we're enjoying the fruits of our labors, but the third part is the crux here. Sometimes we have to accept the inevitable. You know, that loved one will be taken away at some stage. Maybe it's old age, maybe it's illness. So we have to accept that, and it's finding a coping strategy for that.
Yes, true.
We should read the comments, guys. Let's read the
So
comments.
I'm reading and I'm responding. So
Well, let's say hi to them this way too. So, you know, they all want to get close to Steve, and I get it. You know, there is a beauty of the man there, and you know, it's just they've been waiting all week, and they're like, "There's that idiot Michael. He's just blue, blue, blue." I want to talk. I want to talk to Steve. So maybe you should say hello to. Can you read some of these people's names? I see Molly B. Sometimes.
I saw Lenny. I said good morning, Molly,
Mhm.
Marcel, Sweet Pea, Takara. I think I just saw Fraser fly by. I think
Yeah, I see him in my mind a lot.
Joe Hupp. I don't
yeah,
know.
I see
I don't-
Fraser.
I don't
Fraser.
think I know Joe Hupp.
Yeah, Fraser's in the house. Okay, so what was the last one we did? So I
So
know.
the last one was accepting the inevitable that some things can't be replaced.
Oh yeah, accept what cannot be changed. Oh God. So who chewed on that first? Sorry, I think about Fraser and everything else stops.
Lenny. Lenny just gave a let Steve talk. Thank you, Lenny, but I'm good right now. I
Hey,
love
Lenny.
where we're at.
Here we go.
Yes, we won't take over.
No, I see. My personality, I am an A-type personality. I've just learned to control it over years. So I absolutely, as long as it's in a good place, I just let everything happen.
Yeah, that's when the best stuff happens, though, right?
Yeah.
What is that? No, oh, that's my Alexa. I'm just like, who's playing music? I am. Hang on, excuse me for Alexa.
It's lovely. It's
Turn
lovely.
off. I forgot I was sitting here meditating before I went live.
Ask Alexa what the name Steve means.
No, I don't. That was a bad game that we played that night. We were getting a lot of weird answers. Oh, good
All right,
God.
do you guys
All right.
want? Did everybody chew on that one?
All right, where were we? Come on, squirrel moment.
Accept what cannot be changed.
I think it was only me that had to go.
What was that, Colin?
I think it was only me that had a turn. I was waiting for your turn on whether things cannot be changed, Dimmy.
Things, yeah. Yeah. No, I think acceptance of where you are at and what's happening in your life that's all about self-control, isn't it?
100%. 100%.
I'm still working on that one. Accept what cannot be changed.
Lucia.
I have a rough time. Lucia, we love you.
Hey.
We really do. We tend to take over the room, Lucia. Sorry about that.
Well, I mean, for me, it's that's one of the first things you learn when you get clean and sober is the serenity prayer.
Yes.
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can change. I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that one. That's one of my favorites.
That is one of the first things you learn when you get sober. People tell you that like 1,000 times. You're like,
here's a powerful one, guys, and please, the people in the room, respond to this. Avoid seeking approval from others. Happy people, in other words, don't really give a poop what other people think, right? but avoid seeking approval from others. And I think that can be a lifelong lesson, right?
I think all
Who
of
wants to
these are lifelong lessons.
Who wants to chew on this? That's why I have this here for you. Steve and I, and the gods of the endless cycle, where it went hello, hello. It kept doing that. By the way. I think everyone watched the last broadcast, how we were forced out of the room by repeating what we were saying over and over again, because we were supposed to be here. Okay, who wants to chew on that first? Avoid seeking approval from others. Who wants to go first?
I think a lot of these, I'll run with the ball. I think a lot of these they're great life lessons, but it's something that we're constantly striving towards. I mean, we enjoy it when somebody gives us that compliment, yet we're not supposed to be seeking that compliment. I mean, I use the example of my grandma. I used to go out there. She used to live in a little village called Woolsthorpe, and every Monday I would go out there and take her shopping. And every Monday I would go down to the coal yard, coal shed down the bottom of the garden, really steep slope. So every Monday I would take her a bucket of coal up. But every morning, because she was old school, she used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. She'd already been and fetched some coal. So of course the coal that I took in was a bonus. She didn't rely on it. So what I'm saying here is it's nice to have a compliment, but we shouldn't rely on it. We shouldn't be seeking that compliment.
I like it. I like that. That was deep, buddy.
That
really
was very good.
That was really good. Thank you. Well done.
So I just ran two across the screen. The first one was for Melanie. Happy people do care what others think. And then Griselle I think Griselle was kind of responding. It's a daily lesson, frankly, not seeking approval. So I think that's the difference. It's you're looking for positive affirmation from what you're doing in life, but you're not necessarily seeking the approval of everyone.
Yeah, 100%.
That's powerful. Okay. Did everybody chew on that? I'll be working on that one until they put soil on my head.
Yep, same.
Ditto.
Same.
Yeah, I'd be lying to you saying that I didn't care. Like, there's an old saying. They'll say, if you think you're enlightened, go live with your parents for a weekend.
That would do it every time.
Yeah, that would do it. I think that'd wake you up real quick. The other one I love too is, if you think you want to have children, borrow your sisters for the weekend. There you go. Especially if they're wild. Because I think people, yeah. So here's the next one, and this is very me. And I swear I did this. Express gratitude for what they already have. Happy people do this. They express gratitude for what they already have. Do you want to read that?
I will in a second. Go ahead. I'm trying to catch them as they come flying by.
No, but address it. Go ahead.
So it says, okay. Of course, it takes it away right as we do it. We're going to put you right back up because we have that power.
The power, boom, boom, the power.
So Leggy Lady says, too many people are on the internet relying on affirmations from strangers, worried about views and likes. It's a superficial facade.
True.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So that's that whole study they did about Facebook and the likes. And I forget if it was Harvard or it was one of the East Coast schools, did a huge study about how the like button affected people.
Yeah,
and how
it's endorphins, right?
It's endorphins. It was a huge study.
Yeah,
a couple years back.
It's as addictive, if not more, than sex or alcohol, or all.
Excuse me.
It's and Steve coughs after I talk about those two things. There we go. Clear that, Steve. Clear that.
Yeah.
No. I just
clear all that. Get it all out. It's okay. But you know what you said earlier, which was kind of cool. You said stream. And this is what we're doing right now. We're flowing down a stream. You corrected yourself, but you were right the first time. He doesn't even know. It's okay. But
I'm trying to remember what I said. I know I said it. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell you why that thought's always been
You said screen. You wanted to say screen, but you said stream. And what you're doing right now is you're living in the pocket. You're living in this moment.
right.
You're flying. And what's happening is the energy in the room is high. And because the energy is high in the room, it's hard to think. It's hard to focus. And we're laughing over stuff that's not funny. And everybody in here is going, they're on opiates again. So look at them. This is not good. What is wrong with them? So here's one they say that happy people do: meditate. How do people feel about meditate?
Yes, definitely. Because that helps you with your connection. Like that helps you connect with who you are. So, which is all about love and happiness. So,
Meditation for me saved me. It absolutely saved me. It was the first steps of me learning to quiet my mind. And I honestly think it kind of defrags the brain or reboots you in some way. And then you can get chunks of information from other sources. Some people call it the Akashic records. Look at Steve. He's intensely focused on the comments. My God, his nose is flaring. Okay.
Okay, so you caught me. Here it is.
Yes, go.
I'm going to give you the one. I'll present the one then. So not that it's about the sponsor, but it's the exercise. Writing 25 things I was grateful for 100 days with no repeats.
Oh Lord.
Now there's an exercise for you. Trying to pull that off.
That's commitment. That is pure commitment.
You would run into things like the wind is not blowing towards me as I fart. I'm grateful for that.
You would certainly run into some creative ones.
Yes. Thank you, wind, for not blowing towards me, but away from me. Thank you. Okay. Well, did Colin, you didn't talk about the meditate one. Is that too private? It's your turn.
No, it's not. I mean, meditation can be taken so many ways. I mean, I've got a great example there with the candle. There was a period of time in my life where I used to sit there and meditate on the flame. But I think meditation as a focus, it's a great thing. I mean, we meditate on so many different things. Another word for that would be ruminate. We ruminate on so many different things. But when we keep our focus on one thing, that is pure meditation.
Okay. We ready for that?
Right. And the other thing I don't want anybody to get confused with, meditation is also just quieting the mind. It doesn't have to be the whole, like trying to find Zen. It's just finding that one quiet moment in life each day.
Do that again.
But it's finding that one quiet moment each day where your mind just lets go of what's going on around you.
It's working. His nose stopped flaring.
it's true. Yes. It's
good.
also your breathing as well. When you focus on your breath,
Everything
you can't think. Like you don't have your thoughts in your head because you're breathing. So breathing is a meditation.
Breathing's huge, and I actually just learned about that.
Are you guys into doing a weird mantra, all of us together? It'll take maybe a minute or so. I've done it before. I haven't done it for a while.
We'll finish with the mantra. Let's go a couple more questions, and then we'll wrap up with the mantra.
That's what I was saying, because I don't know how long you want to go.
I'm still trying to follow Michael's. I can't remember the tune. I'm going like.
Okay, next one is eat well, and I really believe this. For happy people, do eat well. I think I would rather put happy people eat mindfully. Well, like are very aware of the foods that they eat if they're alive. That's my take on it. Because I'm now eating water-rich, alive foods, and I feel more alive. Yeah. Who's next?
I agree. We are what we eat. That's what we're told. We're 90%. Is it 90% or 80% water? So it makes sense that we're eating foods that are going to be, as you say, alive or water-rich.
This has been amazing, by the way. This has been really good. You'd swear this was orchestrated by more than Creature Comforts and not Steve's nostrils flaring during comments. Okay, Steve.
Kendall,
Steve.
what do you think?
What do I think? Sorry, I missed that. I was just laughing because Michael's so good at diffusing, like,
Diffusing or distracting?
distracting, diffusing, like if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
becoming intense.
I don't want people to do
with
this.
humor.
You had me at eating well. Oh, sorry.
So what do you think of food and how it affects you?
You're asking me? Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. And I've found as I get older, like you watch the young people and they can just eat anything. But as you get older, you become more conscious of what you're eating and, tend to eat better, I think, as you get older.
I think with age comes wisdom, doesn't it, as well? You know, as we get that few years under our belt, we tend to be more mindful about what it is that we're actually putting into our body.
Yeah.
I just learned that this year.
Yeah,
Well,
it's deep.
Best thing you can do. Best thing you can do is, yeah.
My wife for you, my wife's a yogi. She's a certified vinyasa instructor.
Mm-hmm.
She's been doing yoga since she was little. So she's always yelled at me about how I eat and how it affects me. So she finally challenged me.
Yes.
I guess it was probably right around Christmas. And she was like, I want you for 3 months to try to eat clean. And I want you to be honest and take a self-assessment at where you're at after 3 months of how you feel mentally, spiritually, and physically. She won. Horrible.
No, but you win. But you win too, right?
No.
Like
No,
when you take care of yourself, I think it's the greatest self act of love. Like it shows yourself such, and I think then the well is deeper and richer, and you have more clarity. It's like when you stop drinking, but you also have to start dealing with your emotions too, because you don't have the numbing effect. I thought we'd go back full circle because this was supposed to be about addiction, but
no. We talked about this last week. This is about wherever we end up. It's just a positive thing.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be about addiction. It just has to stay positive. I just don't want to go anywhere too silly to start the week.
Okay, so
addiction's quite poignant actually, because Michael just raised it about when you're giving up drinking. I'm currently battling with smoking. I know I'm smoking too much, and I've tried Zyban, I've tried Champix, I've tried back to the meditation thing. I've tried the meditation, I've tried the affirmations, I've tried everything. And it's like my mind is battling with itself, battling with my body, with the craving rather than the habit. I'm
sorry about the struggle because I know it's real.
It is. And I know it's screwing my body up. I know that. You know, I look in the mirror every day and I'm thinking, this is cigarettes. And I'm sat here literally smoking a cigarette as we're talking.
Here's the thing, though, that you have to realize. For you to have that stunningly sexy voice, you probably needed to smoke for a while. Now you need to stop. You got where you needed to get. The many women around the world appreciate the sacrifice you've made, but sometimes you have to start the healing, and the healing can start today. It is actually 7:00. So do you want to continue, sir? Do you want to do the mantra? Do you want me to just ask the last question? It is your show.
Go ahead and ask the last question, and then we'll end it with whatever mantra you got up your sleeve, which I'm a little scared about, but we're going to let it happen.
Don't be scared. Embrace the moment, my friend. Okay. Yeah, be brave. Be brave. Okay. Living in the present moment. People who are very happy have learned that skill of being present in the present moment and not thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow or what happened yesterday, or I'll be happy when. They just learn to enjoy, to me, the juice of life. I'll do mine first. The juice of life is being here now, being present for you, listening being kind, and riding the waves in the stream of life. Not the screen, the stream.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, who wants to chew on that? Living in the present moment.
I'll go with that and inject a slight amount, an infinitesimal amount of humor. I live in the moment, as in, at this moment, I want another cigarette, and I've literally just put one out. How crazy is that?
That's honest.
That's how you begin to stop, too. Acknowledging the fact that you did it.
First step.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well done.
Thank
Being
you.
aware there's a problem is usually, yeah. Miss Kendall, what do you think, Miss Kendall?
Absolutely. I have been practicing being in the moment for, I don't know, maybe a year. And I'm actually just now finally starting to understand it and be aware of being in the moment. And it's amazing what you see when you are in the moment. So that's just like looking around you and realizing that a lot is actually happening in your mind. And when you actually start to look in the moment, say, you know, just in the room you're in, you realize that there's just so much is actually happening in your head that's not actually happening in that moment, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Makes a lot of sense.
So I will share the easiest, one of the best lessons. My father, love him to death, miss him dearly. When I was growing up, he had a saying, and it's a little rude, so we'll taint the show a little bit. So he said, if you put 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot in tomorrow, you're peeing all over today.
That's a good one.
And I was like, I just looked at him, and I was a teenager when he told me that, and I was like, where are you going with this, Pop? He goes, that's it. That's all I'm going to say to you. And he was trying to deal with me and my drinking and my drugs. And that was his words of wisdom.
It's a great analogy, though. I mean, it's a phenomenal analogy. You know, it makes a lot of sense.
Very wise man.
I was like, okay. So that's what I have about. And you know what, though? It's stuck. It has stuck my whole adult life that when I start getting wacky and things are off kilter, I that always pops into my head, and it actually clears up what I'm doing. I'm not thinking about today. So there you go. We'll bring Dad into the show.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Okay, Michael, we're going to wrap up with the mantra. What do you got for us?
Okay. Are you, first of all, are you an atheist?
Am I an atheist?
Yes.
No.
Good. Okay. Is anybody an atheist in the room? Okay.
No.
Okay. Because it's got some flowery words in it. So what I'm going to say is, and we're going to say it 3 times together, is I am divine perfection in motion. I am divine perfection in motion. We're going to say that 3 times. And then at the end, which is really freaky, we're going to say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And the reason we do that is we don't say I love you enough to each other or to ourselves for that matter. We tend to say horrible things to ourselves and feed the pain body. Today, we are going to awaken some higher energies just for a few minutes here. It might take, I don't know, 2 minutes to do this. And then collectively, we'll just think about our heart chakra. So for those who want, they can put their hand over their heart like this. You can close your eyes, concentrate on your breath, and listen to my voice. And then we'll be rocking in the free world. And just repeat me as I say it. Okay, we ready?
Yep.
All right. All right.
We're ready.
I am divine perfection in motion. I am divine perfection in motion. I am divine perfection in motion. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you,
Yes.
Michael.
Thank you,
Now,
Mike.
if
was
we ever
great.
do that again, you're supposed to repeat with me.
Oh,
Oh,
we were
I
saying
was-
it. I was saying it in my head.
I
I
was
was
too. I
saying it.
thought you were the only one saying it out loud.
Yeah, we thought we meant to say it in our head, but it was just as
Can,
powerful.
can
I
we
was
try
saying
it
it out
together?
loud. I
Can
was
we
trying
say
it out loud, but I had my mic muted, so I was right along there with you.
were you? Okay.
No, don't ruin it. Don't just let it go just like that. That was a beautiful moment.
It
Look
was
at all the comments.
lovely.
Look at
Okay.
all the comments. That was a
Yep.
beautiful moment.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
for that,
Well,
Michael.
there was a lot of energy put behind it, and I could feel the energy of the room. Anybody that's in the replay as well, I just want you to know that you can say that to yourself every morning, every night, whenever you feel like you need that. And if you don't want to remember the mantra, just say to yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. Because we don't do that enough.
Michael,
And
I
then,
love that one. I'm like, I'm all giddy right now. I absolutely love that one, and thank you for
you're
bringing
welcome.
that into the show today.
Yeah. So you
Let
being
me
the
just
host with
let me take 30 seconds to thank everyone who came
thank
and
you.
joined me today. Colin, Kendall, Michael, as always, thank you for your support. Thank you for joining me this morning. Everyone that came into the chat, like, this is blowing my mind. I thought I'd be talking to one or two people forever, and there's 227 comments. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Everyone, please have a beautiful, beautiful day. Remember to love yourselves, like Michael just said, and we'll see everybody on Wednesday.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for the
guys.
Thanks.
thanks for
Bye,
the stream.
everyone.
Bye bye.